Docket is something you'll want to.
And it's
Docket,
affordable. It's very affordable.
Yeah, DRS or Dumpster Rental Solutions or whatever. What was that? A few $100s a month.
Yeah, we looked into them first, but they're more complicated, I think. This is actually very simple.
And is Docket one-time purchase?
No, it is
Like-
something you do pay for monthly.
Okay.
And you're charged one fee, and then I think the first 30 dumpsters you don't pay extra for, and then it's like so much a dumpster after that. But
What is it? $10 a month or something? $20 a month?
we're paying $75 now, but we have
Oh, I thought it
employees
was-
that we pay for.
Oh, that's right.
So
yeah.
like there's things that add in, but we're paying $75, and this thing
It saves.
It has its glitches, but it constantly updates. In the customer service, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
I have had troubles, and I can chat with them while I'm looking at it on my computer and say, what is going on? My times have changed. I need it. I can't have it like this. It throws us off. I need it put back. And he can change everything for us and make everything the way that I need it to be within reason.
The really nice part is it links Google Maps into it. It also links QuickBooks into it, so they talk to each other. And then it is more, that's what I was forgetting, is it's more for every app. So like I have it on my phone, she has it on her phone,
Yep.
Laura has it on her phone, and
Same
Tim.
account?
Yeah, so-
one of us is there's an administrator, and then there's drivers.
Yeah, so Tim just has the driver app because he doesn't need the admin app because he's not putting in customers, he's not making changes to schedules, he's not doing that. So he only has the driver app.
It also links to GPS, so if one person was sitting at the office or whatever, and you had 3 drivers out, you could tell in real time where your drivers are. It also tracks the time you spend on each dumpster.
That's new. We like that.
That's new.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It, what else?
Eric, what are you doing at Culver still?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, and I noticed that the other day. It's like you've been at location for 10 minutes. It was like a clock. It also, it does, it's like a time card or like whatever you
Yeah,
call
so
that.
on the driver app, you can literally
punch in, punch out.
in, punch out, which I did not do today.
Yeah.
But I can do it if I get home.
So
But
there's so many uses, and even if you're
Uh-huh.
doing it for yourself,
It
it'll
just
save you
keeps it-
so much time.
Yes, and it saves all of your clients. So somebody gets one June now, and they call you back next June, and they give you their name, you can look them up. And you already have their address, all their information. You just need to know their size of dumpster and when they want it.
Not to
They
mention,
know all of it. You have everything.
she'll show you, but like it'll so we have a task we're doing right now. We're dropping off. So the number on the dumpster, I don't know what it is, 1505 or 8, whatever. So it says, okay, what dumpster do you have? So it's keeping track. Okay, 1508. So you're putting that in there, and then you're clicking on your way. It's texting the customer and says, it's an automated text, and it says, hey, Greenhead Recycle, we're on our way.
It texts them the night before their drop off and pickup, and then
Yeah.
when we hit on our way, it tells them. And it just recently started telling them like approximately
Time.
35 minutes away or whatever.
Yeah. It's invaluable.
That's great.
It is invaluable.
We
and
were
we
doing
didn't
paper
have
and
it.
pen, and it was
Yeah.
awful.
We were doing paper and pen. It was hard to keep track. We literally
We've lost a few dumpsters that way.
lost a dumpster and could not remember where it was. And we had to. I'm like, we had an idea. We knew generally where it was, right?
You did, because you dropped it.
Yeah. And so we kind of went on a wild goose chase to find it because we're like, we're missing a dumpster. Where is
Oh
it?
my goodness.
You know.
Yep.
Well, here it didn't get stolen or it wasn't lost. It was just not where we knew where
Yeah.
it was. You know. It'd
You
been-
do have to have all of your dumpsters numbered to
Yeah.
have this app work. They have to be numbered. And all we did is we went to Vistaprint and did bumper stickers, and we put like 1500 and 1501 on one bumper sticker, and we cut it in half.
Oh,
and
there you go.
It was super simple.
The other thing, like the 10 yards, we didn't get 10-yard ones.
No, so those are spray painted.
I just got these little stencils
Yeah.
and just spray painted it. I mean, simple. Yeah, it took some time, but that way you know.
Yeah, but you can't I did it yesterday. I forgot what number I dropped off. I had to go around the block and go look because I couldn't remember. Because you don't actually put the number in until you hit drop off. And if you forget to do that while you're sitting there, you got to go back and look if you don't remember. But the pickups are really easy. The pickup actually says on the top what dumpster number it is. It will not allow you to put in any other number.
Yeah.
Or if you put a number in, so this is 1508. If I were to try to put in 1510 and that's somewhere else, they're going to be like, no.
So if you have two dumpsters at the location, you pick either one, right?
I can pick whatever dumpster I want. You just
No, I mean at the customer site. If you have two dump there, it doesn't matter.
no,
It doesn't have to be serial.
no, because you'll have two completely different tasks.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't put in two dumpsters for one person under the same task,
Right.
which is good because then you can see, okay, well I have two full dumpsters at one location, so then you pick that one up, you go to the dump, you put it back where it goes or somewhere else, and then you pick the next one up. So it literally makes an entire list
Sure. That is
for you, and you can time them or you can have them all day. Usually, so for Tim, we literally time everything, so he does things in the right and most efficient order. For Laura and I, even us, sometimes we time them just so we have an idea if somebody calls, like, I want a dumpster. Well, I didn't need that dumpster, so I have to go to the dump. So we just plan it accordingly.
Well, and that
If you
may
have-
change in the middle of the day.
Yes.
Because you get a pickup or a drop off and it's convenient for you. You might move some things around just to be more efficient.
Yes.
If assuming they're not time sensitive or the timing works out.
Yes.
The other nice thing about it is Tim knew what he was going to do today yesterday.
Sure.
Yep.
So he knew what time to show up this morning to be on time. Like Tim was there at 7:30, but he had to go to the yard to pick up a dumpster and then set it at 8:30. So he got there at 7:30, left. It's 20 minutes to the yard, and then gave him a half an hour roughly to get that dumpster to a customer.
And I always call him the night before and say, hey, the 20 yards already on the dumpster, on the trailer, so you can get here for however long it takes you to get to where you're going. Or I call and say, hey, you don't have a dumpster. I didn't get one on there for you, so you need to be here early enough to be able to go get one and still be there on time. But if you're a one-man show, you can create your schedule. In every task, you can put driver notes, which the admins can see and the drivers can see. And that's usually, I put in every driver's notes how much it is. And if it's been paid over the phone, we put the price and paid. Because it's so rare that in one day, every single dumpster you drop is the same price. So to make it simple, I just put in there exactly what they owe, and then whatever directions they give me for placement. It's going in the driveway, all the way back, needs the door to open. So I write driveway needs door. That means I know I have to stay so far away from
Sure.
the building so they can get the door open, which it's an 8-foot swing, so I have to leave enough room for that.
Yeah.
So,
Is
it's
Square
important.
within the docket app?
No, Square is all on its own.
But the payments linked to QuickBooks, which
QuickBooks is not
Docket.
linked to Docket. They are not together. However, I don't do any payments through Docket, so I've never really tried to put them together. We keep our Square and our payments and stuff separate. I don't do everything through one software. It freaks me out a little bit.
on Docket doesn't. You can do it. We don't use it that way, but
But you can
Docket
invoice,
doesn't
You
keep.
can give them estimates. You
Yeah.
can put in your tonnage. You can put in what it costs. You can put all that information in there.
Yeah, we don't do that.
We don't.
We
We
use
probably
use
should.
Docket more for like the scheduling
Okay.
and that, and then the QuickBooks is more to keep track of the financials,
Yeah.
and then Square is just basically a platform we could use to take credit cards.
Sure.
And
Because
it's super important because a lot of people use credit cards.
Yeah.
yeah,
What percent of people require like time-sensitive pickups and deliveries?
I would say it's roughly half as far as drop-offs,
Yeah.
and most
Most
of that
of them-
is because they have to be there to pay.
Yes. So we always ask them, what is the best time for you to be there that you can pay the driver?
Yeah.
Every single time we ask them that. And they say, oh, well, I can be there at 9 a.m. Well, we already have a drop at 9 a.m. Do you have another option? Sometimes we tell them, if you can't be there, if you want to put it in an envelope and tape it to your door, we'll drop it.
Sure.
But if they don't pay, we don't drop it. It's really simple. Because we're not taking the risk of them filling this dumpster and wasting my time.
Yep, and I'd recommend that
We don't
to
have time to
anybody.
waste.
Don't.
We don't.
Unless it's somebody that you know and you've done a lot of business with,
Yeah.
never, ever, 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 ever set a dumpster without any payment. Not
Correct.
even, I wouldn't even do it for half payment. Because
No.
most of these customers, a lot of them are just one-time customers.
Yeah.
I mean, they may call back 2-3 years down the road, but a lot of them are one-time customers.
Yeah.
And you could get screwed so easily.
Yeah. I mean, and we don't.
And there's
he
really
doesn't
not
get a
a-
discount when he gets a dumpster.
There's really nothing you
I
can
charge
do
him
about
the
it
same
either.
as anybody
Well,
else.
So you're going to take them to court over $400. It's going to cost you that and the time, you know. So people know
It's just
that.
not worth it. Some people are like, really? I have to pay when you drop it off? Yes. Yes, you do.
Yep.
I flat out had to
The
tell
other
people,
nice thing-
we will not drop that dumpster if the dumpster is not paid. I won't leave it.
The other nice thing about Docket is like it tells you. So like on a busy week, maybe you have dumpsters going out on Friday that are in the schedule, and it's Monday. It tells you how many dumpsters you have of each size to sell. Because if you sell the dumpster, say you have 120 yard, and you have it rented on Friday, and you sell it on Monday, well then Thursday comes around, and you're like, what happened? What happened? I don't, you know. So it'll tell you.
Yeah,
like,
you have to look ahead. It's super important because I have 220 yards sitting at my yard right now, but I also have 220 yards that have to go out Saturday and Monday.
Yep.
So I
And
don't.
I think that one of the 10 yards is going out on Monday or something, isn't it too?
No, 15.
15.
Yep. So whatever you see at my yard does not mean that I can take the next phone call and say, sure, you can have a dumpster, because I have to be able to give it to the customer I promised on Monday or Tuesday.
And Docket will show that what you have available.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you have to reconcile that.
You have to basically do inventory because
yeah.
it may be off by 1 or 2.
Right. So it's really important that when you're at your location where you store your dumpsters, you can look at both of them and do they match.
Yep.
And sometimes they won't match because you're picking one up that same day, but it's not registered yet.
And it's going to change as we go through the day. If you were looking at it in real time, it's going to change. Positive, negative, positive. You know, you're going to have 5 15s, and then you're going to have 4, and then Tim will bring one back, and then you have 5 again, and so on and so forth.
No.
Oh, that's the way you got to go, and it's closed.
Oh no.
It says 2 miles, or is that 0.2? I don't know.
No, that's 2. That's that stupid bull. You're supposed to know this stuff. Come on, Betsy.
And so if someone calls you, like, you know, right now and wants to schedule a dumpster, you have, you do that all through Docket right then and there, then, right?
Yep.
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 I
You can do
usually
it on
write
your
it
phone.
down, and then after that,
Enter it.
yeah.
See, and I actually have 2 on my phone because, like, they like going on vacations and going all over God's creation and leaving me stuck with all this shit to do. So I actually have a driver app and an administrator app on my phone. But in the driver app, I can't change anything,
Nothing.
right? If you're by yourself, you would just have an administrator app. So
No, you want both. You have to have both of them.
do you have both?
Yes, I have
So
both.
the administrator app is where you would go in and add or remove or change the information, and the driver app is
That's
where
what
you
says
go
I'm
to
on
your-
my way. Give me directions. And you put in your yard, you put in your dump. So when I go pick this up, it'll give me the option to select my yard, and it'll give me directions back.
or to the dump.
And if I pick one up, it says, do you want directions to the Oshkosh dump? I can hit yes or no.
Yeah.
And I've been leaving my GPS on lately, even if I don't need it, just for speed traps. I usually don't go over 73, but it doesn't only tell me that they're there, it also generally tells me that there's someone probably pulled over on the side of the road, so don't be in that lane right now.
Yeah.
And you
It's
have,
very
you have
helpful.
accounts with each dump around the local area, then, right?
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
We don't have one in Appleton, but we hardly ever go there.
It's just not convenient.
We have it in Sheboygan Falls and Horicon and Winnebago County. We have accounts, so they bill us every month.
And that saves a lot of time waiting in line, too.
Oh yeah, last year was awful.
Without
we didn't
it.
have it set up.
Sometimes
to
we'd
go
wait
through
in
there.
line for an hour.
Wow.
Oh, it was so bad,
Wow.
and especially on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we worked a lot of Saturdays back then, and we'd go sit in line for an hour, and then next thing you know, well, we're not getting the next one to the dump because we don't have time.